February 22nd. Dude, I'm all in. I am all in on this. I am ready for this. This trailer has hit all the right notes. I feel the last Airbender energy from this. Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. As you saw in the opening gambit, I spent a lot of time last week talking about the Netflix live-action reboot of Avatar The Last Airbender. How, good goddamn, a trailer's made me excited. It's given me a little bit of hope. Well, my hope dwindles with every passing day since then. When a little news comes out here, we're adding stuff about Azula because it wasn't in there. We want to give her more to do. We're going to deviate from the real story and add events in here just to make it happen more realistic. And now there's this. Netflix Avatar, The Last Airbender star Kia Waititi reveals live-action series took out the element of how sexist Sokka was. I need a moment here. I need a moment because you for doing this. You had me. I was on board. I was excited. I was looking forward to something that doesn't necessarily need a reboot adaptation, especially live action, but I was on board because I looked at this trailer and I saw the show that I knew from 20 years ago, something I've rewatched in full 3 times since then. I'm going to rewatch Book of Water before we review this in February. But then we see this, and I think, gee, I haven't ignored any of the red flags that we've talked about in the past couple weeks, but now I am annoyed because this is unnecessary. Let's read the details and then I'll continue. In the latest example of Western entertainment being held hostage by those with the worst concept of media literacy in human history, Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender star Kia Waititi has revealed that the writers of the live-action series adaptation made a conscious effort to excise sexist elements of Sokka's character. The Katara actress provided this eye-rolling insight into this change while speaking to the Entertainment Weekly's Nick Romano alongside her fellow castmates in promotion of the series' upcoming February 22nd premiere. At one point during the press appearance, Sokka's live-action actor Ian Ousley informed the outlet that one of his main goals in bringing the boomerang-wielding wisecracker to life was to make sure he kept his performance true to the character's original animated depiction. I wanted to make sure that Sokka is funny, he recalled. Right there, you're sounding good. I like that. We saw in the trailer the dry wit, the sarcasm. It was there. You had me. But then whammons, young little whammons, but whammons all the same, has to open her cow mouth. From there, Ousley then opined that as there's more weight with realism in every way, some movements from the original show had a different impact when played out between real actors. Jumping off her co-star's point, for those curious, the actress is of native Mohawk descent and was named after the word for nice morning in the tribe's native, I can't say that, not going to butcher it, asserted in turn, I feel like we also took out the element of how sexist Sokka was. I feel like there were a lot of moments in the original show that were iffy. Yeah, totally, agreed Ousley. There are things that were redirected just because it might play a little differently in live action. Translation, it might play a little differently to a modern audience. We're going to stop here because the rest of the article here abounding just gives the history of Sokka, which I can give to you much faster than reading whole through thing. Bottom line, part of Sokka's charm is that he evolves as a character. In the beginning, he's dismissive to women. When they encounter the Kyoshi warriors and Suki, he's dismissive. Later on, he's dismissive of Toph. But as by the time we get back to Book of Fire, when we reunite with Suki, his views have changed. he's got more respect for her. He's been through some shit. He's seen a lot of stuff, and he's not so dismissive, not so sexist about what women can do in this battle against the Fire Nation. And it evolves to a point where he had lost a love at this point, and he falls in love all over again with Suki, leading them to have a serious relationship, which means he's evolved, he's grown. And remember, as this article does state, he's a teenager. We're not talking about adults here. We're talking about teenagers who are still growing into the people they're going to be. That is the true period of evolution of a human being in this time. When you're a teenager, your brain is still evolving, you're still learning things, you're still experiencing life. To have them say, we're going to take it out of there, you're removing a key element of Sokka's character growth. Especially when you add into the fact that part of the original search that he's going on this for is to find his father, who went off to war and they haven't heard from since. And when he reunites with his father, he learns some lessons about being a man. And that his ideas of what being a man was were maybe a little over the top. But then his father teaches him to what it means to be a man, to be a warrior, to stand up for people, to protect people, to honor people and their achievements. This is a disgrace out of the gate. And it's already souring my opinion before we even get started. This is why you don't send your cast out to do pointless interviews, because they sink excitement for a show before it even begins. A lot of people, I guarantee, are now going to go and walk away from this. They are going to walk away from this. Me, I'm in for the ride. I will watch it. I will review each episode individually for the, however, I guess, what, a 7-8 day period, depending on how many they release on his batch. So it'll be an 8-day period. For an 8-day period, you're going to get one review from me a day for Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. I will be watching Book of Water right before it. I would have caught this, but now they let the cat out of the bag early. So now I'm ready for it. I'm ready to show how, on one hand, they get Sokka right. On the other hand, you just ruined it. You ruined his development for the remainder of the series. Good job, Netflix. Good job, people writing this. Your attempt to modernize, destroy things when all you had to do was do a 1-for-1. This is something that could have been done 1-for-1. All the scenes, all the images, all the script, it's done. It's complete. You didn't need to add anything. You just needed to transplant it and run. But no, we got to make it for a modern audience. We got to woke it up. We got to remove everything that's toxic and could possibly offend somebody. You know what? One more time. Better yet, double barrel. Go f*** yourselves. I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube. We're up to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny stan, fake fan, and SW fifis. Hit the notification button to my videos if you like what I'm preaching. By all means, leave a comment. I want to hear from the real passionate fan out there. I care what you think. I do not care what the fake fan stands and SJWs have to say, because 201, you are all cowards behind keyboards. Cry at me, read at me all you want. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop the message. You can't stop us from winning every single day, because you have lost this. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos, maybe a little shit stirring here and there. Who knows? @TheRenNerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.